Good morning, YouTube, from Larry Wall's Redsea Reefer 525XL in Phoenix, Arizona. This will be the last video that I make while my aquarium has the MaxSpect Razors above the tank. I've got two MaxSpect Razors hanging from wires. I've got a 10-foot ceiling section and a bulkhead with, I think that's ductwork running through that soffit. Anyhow, I've ordered some new lighting, some T5 ATI 8 bulb lighting for the top of my tank, and that should be coming in maybe tomorrow or the next day. So I'm really excited, like a little kid. So I just kind of wanted to let you know a little bit about how I've progressed to this point. At one time I had a 125-gallon pre-drilled tank sitting in the same spot over a pretty basic sump, and believe it or not, see, I have a pony wall right here, and where this aquarium sits now, there's actually a hole drilled through this pony wall. Back here's a little cover so that I could run pipes. I had lines going through this pony wall, and at one time I had a show refugium that was plumbed from the previous sump to a show refugium here, and then it overflowed back into the sump. This is not the same aquarium. It was a pre-drilled, actually it was a sump tank that I was using for a refugium. So I just kind of wanted to let you know that my aquariums have been evolving for, I've been living in this house, let's see, Memorial Weekend was 11 years. So it's gone from simple to complex to back to simple again. And I also wanted to share that in this, what I call a paludarium, a shallow water, fresh water tank with some guppies and a beta in here. Also I have, what do you call the damn tree? The mangrove for the fresh water. And you may remember from my post yesterday that I have a mangrove down here. I just wanted to let you know this one is looking sorry, and it took me quite a while to get this mangrove. This is, I mean, apparently mangroves are kind of coming back in again. At one time they were big and then they went out and now they're back again. You have to mist these every day with fresh water. If you're thinking about putting a mangrove in your refugium or in your aquarium, you have to mist the leaves every day. I mean, they live in a rainy, tropical environment, and it rains on them every day, fresh water. So whether they're in fresh water or in salt water along a, shoreline, it rains. Hawaii and all these places that, even in our south, rains every day. So a little sprinkling of fresh water. I don't know how long exactly it's going to take me to get this mangrove to look like something. The first several leaves fell off of it, and now it's got like a little sprout and one leaf left. And that leaf is not looking bad. Who knows if I'll be able to revive it and keep it going. Also, I'm just really excited that I'm getting some new lighting. The 125 that I had here had, oh gosh, what was it, a coral something, T5 lighting fixture on legs over it. It was 6 foot long. I do believe, let's see, I had 4 and 4, 8 bulbs, but they were the shorter ones. So I had 4 bulbs on one end, 4 bulbs on the other. Sounds about right. I had it for years, and I grew awesome coral with that. And obviously when the T5 thing happened and everybody was going crazy, again, I wanted to go back to the T5s. But 4 years ago, it was all about LEDs. Now, of course, they have hybrids, but let's face it, well, this isn't the only thing that I want lighting for my aquarium. I also want a new refrigerator and a new gas range and, new cabinetry. So obviously the $2,700 for the hybrid ATI that I'd like to have is just not, it's just not realistic. So I'm going to just do T5 only, and that will free up these MaxSpect Razors. Maybe I'll, if I don't win that algae scrubber, I'll have to move one of these lights down to the sump. Hey, I've always got use for extra parts and pieces, and then put one over here until I can figure out what's going to happen with my mushrooms. I forgot to mention there was some red mushrooms with blue spots in here too. Good grief, somebody please come get these coral. I do not want to keep housing an additional aquarium for things that I can't keep. So that's how I was talking to a fish store owner, and they said, yeah, they had, that's why they started a fish store. I do not want to start a fish store or a coral store. I just want to have my own little personal, I have too many other projects going at the same time. So I just wanted to share the fact that 11 years in this house, I've had a saltwater aquarium in this point, at this location. Previous to that, for 5 years at my last house, I had started with a 40-gallon aquarium that I got at a yard sale. So that went from a freshwater to a saltwater, which within probably the first month graduated to a 60-gallon, and then my husband had to help build a wall. So it was a divider between my dining room and living room. Anyhow, I am no expert. I have lived saltwater failures, caused them, and rebounded from them, and still keep going. There's always something new, and no, I am not a kid. So look at this cool thing my husband bought for me in case I want to move something heavy, like I have my HW salt, because I can't move around in a box. It's too messy. So I just pour it in my old buckets and roll it around on this cool dolly. So luckily I have tile throughout the house. I mean, use whatever tools you can to make things easier for you. That just happens to be a tool that, yay, my husband, he's always thinking of me because my shoulders work probably better than his. And he's going to be carrying a 5-ton compressor up onto a roof to replace it over the next few days, in one of the next few installs that he's doing. So I'm here playing with an aquarium, making a video, and he's out literally sweating his parts off to make sure that I'm happy and able to do my fun things. Don't worry, he's got his own toys. But I'm not taking advantage of that poor man who is out slaving his poor skinny bones away in the heat. So anyway, I just wanted to say hi again and let you know that there's going to be a big change coming with some new lights, and I'm like a little kid, giddy, and I can't wait to show that off next. This will be Lori Wall signing off with MaxSpect Razors. Stay cool, folks.